Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Denver Nuggets tonight. Guys, I just have to say this was a surprising turn of events for the Los Angeles Lakers. I did not realize that the Lakers would have the capabilities of winning tonight's game against the Denver Nuggets tonight. I was just surprised as every Laker fan when it came to the results of tonight's game. Without LeBron James being on the floor due to him suffering I believe it was like a right high ankle sprain soreness. So he could be out for at least a couple of games. Crossing our fingers, maybe he will be back, when we face the LA Clippers, but, still remains to be seen about that. And, there's been some talks when it came to LeBron James and his return that he came back a little bit too soon. He just wasn't himself, and he even admitted it. So, it kind of tells you that the injury that he suffered a month ago was something that really took a toll on him. And maybe, LeBron James needs maybe a couple of games off if the Lakers play the way that they played in the Denver's game tonight. So, it's just one of those type of situations where, we need our superstar to be, at his 100% ready to go when it comes to playoff time. And, hopefully LeBron James just, speedy recovery and just comes back to us at 100%. So just, hopefully he just comes back to us very soon. But, talking about the game tonight, it was a surprising win for the Los Angeles Lakers. As I mentioned, did not realize the Lakers had the capabilities of beating the Denver Nuggets tonight. And, throughout the quarters, they just played, to the best of their abilities, especially when it came to Anthony Davis, who stepped up for the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm just, so surprised that he, had the capabilities of doing so. And, he even mentioned it that he wanted to redeem himself. And, he just knew that he was not himself since returning from the 3 month of being out due to the calf injury that he suffered. So, he just wanted to, redeem himself, and in great fashion with 25 points, and I believe he went 8 of 13 from the field. So his efforts was just sensational when it came to the Los Angeles Lakers performing the way that they did. So it was a great performance by Anthony Davis. And then when you look at the rest of the starting lineups, Alex Caruso, I have to say, he showed a lot of, stepped up really, a lot of promise when it came to, playing tonight, at the starting lineup. I'm still surprised that Frank Vogel is still putting, Alex Caruso in the starting lineup. I was kind of hoping that maybe that he would decide to put somebody like, THT, or, just somebody that has experience of just playing in the starting lineup, maybe like a Ben McLemore, but it just wasn't the case. But we have to give some credit to Alex Caruso, who I believe in the first half he had like 9 points. So he showed a lot of capabilities of helping out the Lakers in key situations. As a result of tonight's game, he had 11 points. So a solid performance for Alex Caruso. And then KCP, again, he averaged 10 points for the Los Angeles Lakers. And when it came to Kyle Kuzma, who was in place due to in the starting lineup due to LeBron James being out, he had, I believe, 6 points. Not the same performance that he gave us last night with 24 points and going 6 of 10 or 6 of 11 from the three. So not one of his best performances, but it's just you know just him getting inserted to the starting lineup just changes things when it comes to how he has been always been playing when it comes to playing off the bench. So it's just one of those another situations where Kyle Kuzma just needs to step up when it comes to being at the starting lineup to replace LeBron James due to him being out. So hopefully we can see more aggressiveness when it comes to Kyle Kuzma. And then Andre Drummond. Guys, surprisingly, Andre Drummond did not step up. I can probably give him some credit when it comes to, defensively wise, just him being in the protecting the rim. But, his scoring and the rebounding was just not there on his part. And, it's just, we just need to see if Andre Drummond will step up, these next couple of games to go and, just show up when it comes to him being needed for the Los Angeles Lakers. So I'm not really too worried about his performance, but hopefully he just steps up to the best of his ability moving forward. When it came to the bench, I honestly, guys, when it's all said and done, Marc Gasol, I think from the words from Kyle Kuzma really resonated in the Lakers organization and the coaching staff. I have to say, guys, his presence was known when it came to the Lakers in the fourth quarter, in the beginning of the fourth quarter, when they took a huge lead at one point with the help of Marc Gasol and Wesley Matthews shooting those threes. I believe Marc Gasol averaged, I believe, I might be mistaken, guys, like three of four from the three, or was it 4 or 5? I mean, he was shooting those threes like they were nothing when it came to the beginning of the second quarter. Excuse me, the fourth quarter. So, his efforts was real known out there for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I think it really resonated with the words of Kyle Kuzma, giving a lot of motivation and credit to, how valuable Marc Gasol can be when it comes to, situations that the Lakers are in. So, we haven't seen that from him since, the beginning of the season, but we're starting to see that when it comes to, games like this. So, ever since we signed Andre Drummond. So I hope we can see more out of, Marc Gasol more often when it comes to him helping out the Lakers, because Montrezl Harrell, for some reason, he's nowhere to be found. He's nowhere to be found when it came to this game and for these past couple of games ago, averaging 5 points and, just not really stepping up when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and, I can maybe try to be nice here. Maybe defensively that he is there when it comes to helping out the Lakers, but the scoring wise is just not really there. I just hope he just brings that when it comes to facing his former team in the LA Clippers or when it comes to playoff time. So just want to see that from Montrezl Harrell moving forward. And, as I mentioned with, Wesley Matthews, his shooting was present when it came to the fourth quarter as well. And at one point in the fourth quarter, the Lakers kind of scared us a bit when it came to the Denver Nuggets coming back from, I believe, like a 10-point deficit or something like that. And the Lakers, they were just up by, I believe, 2 or 4 points in the final 2 minutes left into the game. But the defensive side did step up in those final minutes left. So I would just love to see more out of this Lakers team when it comes to the situation that they're in with not having LeBron James on the floor. And it just has to be this way. The Lakers need to step up, and the rest of them need to. AD, Andre Drummond, the rest of those Laker squads, they need to step up in these key situations in these next 5 games to go for the Los Angeles Lakers. And they'll be facing the LA Clippers, the New York Knicks. I mean, there's just a lot of struggling schedules for the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. And we can just hope that they could win some games here and there so they can possibly go back to possibly being at the fifth seed, maybe the fourth seed. So it's just one of those type of situations. And maybe by the time these couple of games, maybe LeBron James will return by then. But hopefully, if he's 100% and ready to go, maybe we can see him possibly return, in the beginning of the playoffs. But still remains to be seen about that. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and please give me your thoughts about the Lakers' surprisingly, massive win against the Denver Nuggets tonight. I mean, it was a surprising win, and I have to say it was a needed win in a sense. So, it's just one of those type of situations that, the Lakers just shocked us all and won this game against the Denver Nuggets. Now, sure, they were without, Jamal Murray because he went down with an injury and a season-ending injury, but they still managed to win games at times. I believe at one point they were like in a 9-game winning streak without, Jamal Murray. So, it's just one of those moments where, the Lakers just stepped up and played basketball to the best of their ability. And they brought the defense, they brought the shooting, and it's just, worked wonders in this game against the Denver Nuggets. And I just hope to see more out of this Lakers team moving forward when it's all said and done. And hopefully they get back to the situation of just being in the playoff spot, and instead of being in the play-in tournaments. So because that's just a whole different scenario when it comes to that sort of instance for the Los Angeles Lakers in that situation. So it's just better for the Lakers to win games here and there so they can secure themselves in the playoffs and just face the team, whoever they'll be facing possibly in the 6th seed or 7th seed. So just crossing our fingers, guys, and hopefully the Lakers just power through these 5 games remaining and just win games for us with all their hearts. And I just hope to see that from the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel, share my videos, and make sure to subscribe to my podcast ZSPN on Anchor. My podcast is on all podcast distributions. So if you have a podcast preference that you listen to, like Radio Public or Anchor, Spotify, please make sure to subscribe to the ZSPN podcast, and of course subscribe to the channel and like all my social media sites: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites and my podcast in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.